This is John Paul Ryan. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. This is an article from The Things, and it's called Why Wasn't Emma Roberts Cancelled After Her Altercation with Evan Peters? Now, the reason I'm highlighting this article is because Emma Roberts and Evan Peters had a similar situation as Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Now, it's not even close to all the events that went down that, of course, Amber was responsible for, but it was similar. And they used this situation to point out that Johnny's getting a bad rap in the media. So like I said before, there are some positive things floating around. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing quite a lot of positive things. So I'm going to get into what happens with them, and then you'll see how they work in Johnny. Here we go. Why didn't Hollywood cancel Emma Roberts after she bit Evan Peters and made him bleed? Remember Evan? He and Emma dated from 2012 to 2019, and they made some headlines throughout those years. In fact, they did more than make headlines. The pair started dating after co-starring in Adult World, but things weren't so spicy at the start. Once they paired up, though, Pop Sugar reported Evan and Emma were inseparable. Well, for a while. See, the two had a few public spats, including airing their passions on the set of American Horror Story, and a few breakups had them deleting one another off social media and erasing each other completely from their pics. Pop Sugar goes far as to call their relationship a complicated love story, but let's be real, Emma was once arrested in a domestic violence incident where Evan had a bite mark on him. He also had a bloody nose, while Emma appeared fine physically, noted Daily Mail. Sounds familiar. So, Amber Heard didn't bite, well, not that we know of, but there were some other things. A finger, which is a lot worse actually, the cigarette incident, and, you know, that little thing in the bed, to name a few. But like I said, similar situation. Even Emma's rep said it was an unfortunate incident and misunderstanding. Ms. Roberts was released after questioning, and the couple are working together to move past it. A few months later, Evan even proposed to Emma, who Daily Mail quoted him as saying was the love of his life. But really, if the situation was flipped, and Emma had been the one with bite marks and a bloody nose, would fans be so forgiving? So obviously, they're leading up to the fact that because it was a woman who did the abusing, well, you know, just keep going. Give her the movie roles, whatever, no big deal. It's not to say that Emma should rot in jail, but it's surprising that Hollywood didn't decide to cancel the star following the reported domestic violence incident. And, yeah, I mean, fine. Like I said, she's no Amber Heard, they had a fight, and who the hell knows who caused it. Maybe he said something, I don't know. We don't actually know every little last detail, but the point is, I'd guess, that because she's the woman, people were like, well, okay, you know. And even now, I see some comments about Amber, which I haven't seen before, which say, well, I don't care if she did abuse Johnny. She can't hurt him. Whatever. So, you know, there is that attitude out there. But it's sexist. It's like saying, well, women are weaker than men across the board in every single situation. And it's not quite true. I mean, there are some women that could probably, you know, take on quite a few men. UFC fighters, wrestlers, it just depends on the person. That happened in 2013, and the photos of Emma crying and Evan embracing her upon her release after being arrested went viral. Evan declined to press charges, said the Daily Mail, and the pair reconciled soon after. Fast forward a few years and past what seems to have been a toxic relationship, and Emma Roberts is still a hit in Hollywood. Maybe it has something to do with her dad's notoriety or her aunt's fame, but Emma's reputation doesn't seem to have suffered at all after she and Evan split. So now, unfortunately, you know, if Amber Heard does get an Aquaman 2 and the movie does okay, let's say the Johnny fans boycott it, but let's say it still does like $1 billion, or like, you know, 900 million, or something like decent. Well, that doesn't really hurt us so much. The lesson they learn is, well, there was some angry Johnny fans, but, you know, the movie did okay, so, okay, you know, no big deal. I guess to save our face and make it look like we're not getting rid of women or replacing women or something like that, okay, keep her in the movie. So, my prediction is there's going to be a boycott, obviously. It just really depends on how hard it's going to hit. it really depends on how much of the general audience who doesn't really know about the situation sees the movie. And trust me, there's a lot of people who don't know who Amber Heard is. It feels like to us, she's this name. We know her. We hear so much about her. We watch videos. We read articles. It's like second nature. But if I asked, like, some of my friends, well, they know it through me from this channel. But if I just asked them and I never cover it, they'd probably be like, oh, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. No, I don't even think that people I know, like my family members, my uncle, my cousins, like, probably not, man. I think it feels like she's more of like a common name than she is to us because we've just been at this case for so long. But the point is, I think most people just won't really care who Mera is. They'll just watch it from Momoa and they'll see it. There's going to be a portion boycotting it. I know it's going to happen, but I'm skeptical at the effects. That's all. I hope it goes great. I hope the thing, gets like negative 100 million or whatever. I hope, obviously it goes great. I hope it goes like Star Wars: A Solo Story, where it actually worked and it got like 400 million, where it should have been like $1 billion for a Star Wars movie. But that next boycott afterwards for episode 9 just, not really. You could see it took a little dent, but not so much. Okay. There was a rant in a video, let's get moving. So, here it is. They throw this in. TBH, it's kind of frustrating that fans are so eager to forget the altercation between the stars. Meanwhile, Johnny Depp gets slammed for his purported actions and without any evidence, like, say, photos of bite marks. So yeah, like they're saying, like Amber Heard didn't have any, like, hardcore evidence. She had her silly fake pictures where the magical bruises moved. She had the word of her good friend Io Tillet. Nothing really. So I like how they threw this in here. It's a real sneaky way of saying, hey, guess what, guys? We don't think Johnny Depp did this. He's getting slammed for nothing. So, like I said, a lot of the media is staying, pretty positive, pretty on the line. Or a lot of them are just kind of not taking sides and saying the legal battle or whatever. So, I thought it was kind of a cool thing to point out. And I found it interesting about Emma Roberts. Never knew about that. This will probably be the last time I'll ever talk about her, but she doesn't seem so nice. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you subscribe, I'll be pretty happy. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad. But I'll get over it. See you next time.